Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thursday morning, bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Hope you guys are grinding forward, staying on your programs. I've been working an idea around in my head, and I want to pitch it to the world, to the YouTube world, just to see what happens, see what the response is, to put it out there, and maybe something will happen with it. I kind of feel like that this may be a little hard for me to do alone. I don't have the money to do this. I wish I did. I wish I was wealthier and I could just make this happen and it would be a fun experiment. But let me pitch it to you guys and see what you think. I've been thinking about coming up with a program. Maybe it would be a week-long vacation at a resort. Somewhere nice. Not too expensive. I know we're not millionaires. But I'm in Florida here, plenty of resorts. And this would be a manhood initiation. And at the end of it, if you do everything and you pass the initiation, there'll be a party, a celebration, some sort of, who knows, certificate, reward, plaque, who knows what. But I was watching a show about these tribes in Africa that have these manhood initiation rituals, womanhood too, and like a boy or a girl would be separated off from the village. Literally, they'll take a kid who's just turned 13, 14, whatever, take them off. The elders will take them off for like a little weekend trip or a week-long trip to a spot somewhere, and they'll teach him how to be a man, put him through some tests and some training. And when he comes back, he's not going to go back and play in the dirt with the toys and the little boys. He's a man now. The same with the women. And we don't really have this in modern society, at least not in my lifetime. And many of us were not only not taught how to be men, but we didn't even have fathers in the house. I didn't have a dad in the house to teach me how to be a man, where I can emulate him. I wish I did. So that's what I was thinking of creating. So let me go through some of this. I wrote some notes on it, and we'll just see what happens. I imagine that mostly younger men would be interested in something like this, 20s, 30s, but you never know, 40s, 50s. I'm in my 50s. I'd probably be interested in something like this, simply because I was never taught how to be a man. Each man is paired off carefully with a vetted older male mentor, because I'm going to need a whole cast of elders. And there'll be individual pairings and group pairings. So each person that signs up for it will have an individual mentor for that time period, but also you'll go into a group, because the group setting can be very powerful. And the whole idea is to embody masculinity and manhood. That's why you're there, is to be a man. Now, there will have to be some carefully designed challenges for growth, for personal growth. And this may have to help you step outside your comfort zones in safe ways, careful ways. We don't want anybody to get hurt or traumatized. We don't want anybody to have PTSD after this experience. Be a man after this. This is going to be the best thing you ever did. So, go outside your comfort zone and learn from some controlled difficulties in order to foster resilience and self-reliance and that kind of thing. Make a man out of you. Make you tough. You learn how to see the world like a man does and not like a little boy. There'll be some time for reflection and integration of the lessons, and maybe that'll be daily. And this could involve some guided practice, but also some alone time, just on your own. Spirituality, introspection, journaling, that kind of stuff can be done on your own, or there'll be group discussion. This is where some of the group could be very powerful, is to be talking about some of the stuff you've been through so far in the journey with some of the other people and the elders, or at least one elder per group, depending on how many people show up. There'll be some lessons on skill acquisition, and this could also be done individually or in a group. Practical skills, survival skills, financial literacy, communication skills, emotional intelligence. We could probably brainstorm, if somebody wanted to get with me on this idea, we could brainstorm on some other skills that when you leave this, when someone leaves this, they really feel like that, they're ready for the world. They're different now. They know more. Your mother, your girlfriend, your homeboy, they're going to notice when you come back off of this and be like, whoa, bro, you're different. We taught about the importance, and I had to be taught this, taught about the importance of service and contribution. Taught about helping others and taught about charity, contributing to the community in order to make it better. To understand that you are the community and that you're a leader in the community. You may not feel like it, but you can be. You can be taught the importance of your family roles, of having a family, and the roles and responsibility that you have within it. Roles are obvious stuff, but, of being a provider and how to be a provider. A protector and how to be a protector. We could even go as far as having someone there that knows some hand-to-hand combat and have a little quick hand-to-hand combat class. So if somebody attacks you at a gas station as you're filling up, you know how to break their hands. Little finger locks and little things like that. We're not talking UFC, just simple stuff that you put someone on the ground real quick and easy. Save your own life. Save your wife's life. It's hard to say. Teach you how to be a lover. Now, don't get weird. It's not creepy, but teach you about relationships, let's say it that way, and about intimacy, and about how a man approaches such things. We can teach you about image and style and the importance of a masculine image and what the difference is between how a man puts himself together and how a boy puts himself together. This is about confidence and about status and about your own personal expression as an individual. It's not so much about showing off for others. Oh, look at my pretty shirt. That's what chicks do. We're talking about being a boss. And then the final aspect of it during the week, the final part of it, or maybe it's 2 weeks, we'd have to figure it out, would be like a warriorship training. And we would define warriorship as like this totality of everything we've been through so far, and this mind, body, and soul warrior. But the warriorship training would focus on physical strength, mental strength, your personal health. And, we talked about being a protector in the family. Maybe we should put the martial arts training or the hand-to-hand combat training or weapons training. We could put any of that, if we want to add that in, into the warriorship part. All right, and that'll be the final thing, real quick. And then we'd have a really well-rounded program that I think would be really powerful. And this would be intense. I mean, you'd be busy all day long. You're not going to bring you some resort so you can sit and text on the phone and, do selfies or whatever. You'd be busy. So then there would have to be an elder council. That's what I called it, an elder council. And we would want to have a formal graduation ceremony, which would be the initiation into the manhood. And we'd want to detail that out. So even that itself would be rather fun and an experience. Of course, you're going to have photos and videos of the whole thing. We may want someone to video this whole entire thing. So everybody gets, and then put that out there in the public. There should be a party afterwards, after the graduation ceremony, which should be ritualistic and formal. You should be dressed in a suit, and this should be taken very seriously. But the party afterwards, party it up, hoot and holler, do whatever you want. We could be at a resort. There could be a bar. Everybody could get wasted. I'm sober, so I won't be doing that. But that could be fun for people just to let loose afterwards. And then during that whole evening, there could be an induction to the elder community, because there may be that may be a growing community just in itself. I see kind of two communities of the people who are taking the program and people who are working the program. So there may be somebody who is ready to be inducted into the elder community, and that may be somebody who's taken the program once or twice, or more than once. And then there may be a chance for new recruits, and I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. This is the idea. Just putting it out there into the world. I think it'd be a good idea. Manhood initiation rituals for young men out there, lost in Western civilization, trying to figure things out. Why not have some life-changing experience? Be easy enough just to sign up for it. Food for thought.